made. First of all, the first question of the assignment, what is the reason of the 40% increase in the price of durians in April 2011? There are a total of 3 factors. Number 1, it is due to the early harvest of durians. Number 2, it is due to the people's preference for a better quality of durians. And number 3, it is due to the bad and wet weather in Kelantan. Let us go to the first point. As you can see from this graph, the total supply of durians is supposed to be at 100% supplied by 5 states, each contributing a 20%, while the total demand is set at a total of 100%. Next. So, the total supply due to this early harvest, we are only gaining supplies from Pahang, which only have 20% of the whole entire market of durian, while the demand is still set at 100%. So in this case, the quantity of demand will more than the quantity of supply, causing the price of durian to increase. And the second factor, it is due to the bad and wet weather. As we know, durian trees require heat to grow. So, bad and wet weather actually affects the growth of durian. And this causes the fruit produce lesser by 30%. So, it's the same as the previous one. When the quantity of supply for durian decreases, the quantity demanded will be more than the quantity supplied. So the price of durian will increase. As you can see from this graph, when the supply curve shift left, the equilibrium price has increased and the equilibrium quantity has decreased. And the third factor is due to the people's preference for a better quality of durian. Nowadays, people no longer just go ahead and say, I want a durian, but instead, the demand for durian such as Musang King, D24, XO. So, when, as we recall back, at April, the supply is less. So the quantity of demand is once again more than the quantity of supply. And this causes the price to increase. As you can see from this graph, the demand curve has changed right, causing the equilibrium price to increase once again. Now, comes to the second question of the assignment. What is the expectation of sellers for the price of durians to drop in June 2011? There are also a total of 3 factors. Number 1, it is due to the supply of durians from all the states. Number 2, it is due to the complaint of customers. And number 3, it is due to the competition among the suppliers. Let us go to the first factor. June is the main durian season in Malaysia. Hence, there will be supply from all the states compared to April, which only have 20%, because the supply is just from Pahang during April. So, as a result, the supply will increase and the price will decrease compared to April 2011. As you can see from this bar chart, the quantity supply is now equal to the quantity demand compared to April, which is the quantity supply is less than the quantity demanded. And the second factor is due to the complaint of customers. As customers complain that durian is expensive, so supplier listens to the complaint and decided to reduce the price to maintain their existing customers. And the third factor, it is due to the competition among the suppliers. As we know, what is the purpose of doing business? It is to seek profits. So one day, a brilliant guy came up with a brilliant idea, which is the durian buffet concept. So now, people no longer go to the store and buy durian one by one. Instead, they just choose to go to this durian buffet and eat as much as they want at just 9 ringgit fixed. Hence, other supplier reduces their price so that they can continue to compete with this brilliant guy. And this is also one of the factors that cause the price of durian to decrease. And the third factor, it is the third question of the assignment. And what is the reason of the cheaper price of durian in 2012? There is also a total of 3 factors. Number 1, it is due to the increment of supply of durians. Number 2, it is due to the good harvest of durians. And number 3, it is due to the price elasticity of demand of durian. Let us go to the first factor, because as you see, selling 1 kilo of apple will definitely gain less revenue than selling 1 kilo of durian. So people seek business opportunity. So they decided to supply more durian, as selling durian is profitable. So in this case, supply of durian increases, causing the price of durian to decrease. Second factor is due to the good harvest of durian. Overseas have 4 seasons, our Malaysia have also 3 seasons, which is hot, hotter, hotter. So, hot weather in Malaysia is very suitable for the growth of durian, and this causes the supply of durian increase once again. So this causes the price of durian decreases. And the last factor of the reason of cheaper price of durian in 2012 is due to the price elasticity of demand of durian. Because durian is considered as a luxury good. So the price elasticity of demand of durian is very elastic, which means that durian is very sensitive to a small price change. So in order to gain more profit, the supplier tends to decrease their price. As you can see from this graph, the percentage increase in the quantity demanded is more than the percentage decrease in price of the durian. And this causes the total revenue of the supplier increases. Now I will leave the part for Yan.
Good afternoon to Miss Long and all my friends. So now I'm feeling warm now. So I'm feeling something very fun. To get more information about the price of durian, we have conducted an interview with Mr. Tan, the durian scholar in SS2. So based on his experience and information, he told us the price of durian has decreased in 2012 comparing to 2011. So, why the price of durian decreased? There are some factors that affected the price of durian. The first factor is also the main factor is the weather. As my friend Fong mentioned just now, durian requires heat to grow. But the weather in 2011 is considered bad weather for durian. Why? For example, March and April are supposed to be hot, but in the March and April in 2011, they keep raining and spoil all the durian. So the supply of durian decreased, the price increased because a lot of people still need the durian. But in 2012, the price is low, the weather resumed to the normal one. So the amount also resumed to the normal one and the price increased. Factor 2 is the quantity supply of durian to the demander. Because of the bad weather in 2011, so the only state that supply durian is Pahang. But in 2012, the 5 states that are durian come of 5 states. So the quantity supply is now more than quantity demanded, so the price will increase. So this is the graph of the first and second factor. The effect of weather and the quantity supply of durian let the supply curve shift to the right because the supply increase. And the third factor is the taste of the consumer. As we know, hot weather is a good weather for durian to grow, but it's not a good weather for we to eat durian. Because when we eat durian in hot weather, we feel heaty and we will sick. So the demand will drop. When the demand drops, no one will buy the durian, so the price will decrease also. This is the graph of the taste of consumer. Let the demand come to the left before the demand decrease. So, finally, Mr. Tan expects the price will drop in the future. Why? Because there are still a lot of durian now, and there is still a strong competition between the durian sellers. So, they must drop the price in order to increase the total revenue, and they must drop the price in order to achieve the equilibrium point, so that they can sell most of their durian. Thank you.